And I'm snowboarding. Here with my good friend, ski instructor, Brian Ross. It's a beautiful day here up at Snow Summit, Big Bear, California, and I'll tell you what, you guys are in for a treat because today is all about ski instructors. You can see him snowboarding, totally beginner, but you know what? You got to give it a try. Welcome to the Del Cal Show. Hey Brian, where are we?
We are at Bear Mountain, Rich.
And we are on the ski lifts. Brian is about to give us some of his stellar ski moves. He is a ski instructor. Brian, how long have you been skiing, sir?
I've been skiing about the last 20 years.
You skied California, Utah, Colorado.
Yeah, just here in the Southwest. Exactly.
Now, Brian by trade is a concert promoter. He's a jack of many trades. And he has been a ski instructor here, living up on the mountain life.
Love it.
Brian, tell me, what inspires you to keep skiing year after year after year? And why should people consider skiing as a hobby?
You know, it's becoming one with nature. It is a lifestyle which is similar to why people fall in love with surfing, maybe why they fall in love with mountain climbing, why they fall in love with those recreational sports which connect you with the elements, and being up here in the mountains in the fresh air. I think that's a bit of it too. Just being in nature compels me to ski more and more. I love nature.
And you know, I think one of the things about being in nature is the stress goes away. It's an amazing stress relief.
Yeah, exactly. Being in nature, you unwind. It's similar again to the stoke you feel when you've had a full day of surfing. It just gives you a sense of relaxation that's very appreciated and needed these days. Absolutely.
And Brian, as far as somebody who wants to come up and learn how to ski, is there a certain attitude that you bring up in the mountain? What if you're a little scared of maybe crashing? What kind of advice do you want to give? Because you teach kids from 2 to 87.
Being with an instructor is extremely important because these days the protocol is to be student-centered, and it's to take someone on their level and help them feel safe and secure. So with an instructor, you're going to get your hand held the best, and you're going to ease into it with the right lesson specific to your custom need.
Okay. And for those of us who've never skied, what is the months of ski season, sir?
It can be late October, early November, and it can extend all the way through mid or end of April. Or if you're talking Mammoth, it can extend all the way to the 4th of July. In a good year, it can extend beyond that.
I see. And as far as something I learned today, you guys aren't just ski instructors or snowboard instructors. There's a certain term that you taught me today. What is that term?
Well, we are very social. There is a lot of connection that needs to happen with the student. So there is a lot of training on personality and meeting and greeting and customer service and helping people feel safe and secure.
Okay. And I believe you called it a snow sport instructor.
Oh, yeah. Whether you're a snowboarder or a skier, if you're an instructor, you are a snow sport professional, and there is the Professional Snow Instructors of America. That is the certification, which I have, and it speaks to all snow sports, and we're getting ready to get off the lift.
All right, let's see if we can get a shot. All right, today I'm with
Isabel.
Gianni.
And where are you guys from?
I'm from the Central Coast.
And
I'm
you?
from San Bernardino.
And this is your first time on the slopes.
It is.
You scared?
I was at first, but now I'm actually loving it.
All right, she's loving it. High five. Enjoy, guys.
Thank
All right.
you.
All right, Brian's going to talk to us about the runs. Go ahead. And I don't mean those kind of runs. I mean ski runs.
So there's 4 different types of runs. They can be relative to the resort, but in general, you have a green run, a blue run, a black diamond, and a double black diamond. Here, we're going to get ready to go down Easy Street, which is a bunny hill, which is a green. The next level up, once again, would be a blue, then a black diamond, then a double black diamond. Rich, are you ready?
I think Easy Street is the way for me today.
Let's do it.
Seriously, guys, I'm going to do Easy Street. I barely got off the ski slope. That's alive.
All right. It's a part of life. It's adventure, right? Check it out. Okay, I'm just taking a bit of a stroll because
I haven't snowboarded in 15 years. Bunny slopes, guys. It's a good way to start. Well, look who's here. It's B. Ross himself on the skis.
Hey, hi everyone.
And you know what, sir, you have been up here. You've got some moves. I'd like to shoot a takeoff, if I might. So let's take a look.
Yeah, just go, brother. One tall pine and one ski instructor, B. Ross. Okay, sir. Real quick, what kind of gear are you using? What kind of skis are we using today?
I've got Black Crows. They are 108 underfoot with a 23 shovel, and
Okay.
they are 173 in length. And this is a backcountry powder ski, hybrid backcountry powder.
And boots?
Boots are Fisher, and they are gel insert baked in an oven.
Nice. And our glasses. What is our glasses?
Oakley's.
Oakley's. All right. Brian, thank you so much for giving us the specs, if I may. And let's go ahead and have you go down the hill. 1, 2, 3. Show us how to do it, sir. Here with B. Ross, back at his cabin's snow sport instructor. Hello, Brian.
Hey, good to be back, Rich.
Hey, thanks for having me. Brian, tell us about life on the mountain. Do you feel disconnected from the city below?
No. You can definitely connect on your phone. You can surf the net. You can watch CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. You can connect, but you can disconnect a lot easier up mountain because you don't have those other distractions of city life.
Right. Do you miss living down in the city?
No. What I find is a sense of peace, a sense of ease, a sense of connection that I had as a child when I would play in a field or watch the sunset or listen to the birds or see a coyote in its natural environment. And that has a very special excitement to it, which makes me want to be in the mountains, in nature, much more than down below.
What are some of the animals that you've seen up here?
There's a lot of different species of birds. There's a lot of woodpeckers up here. You've got coyotes with fur coats that make them look like they're German shepherds.
No kidding.
There are bears up here. They're bears that were brought down from Yosemite in the 1940s or so. They do populate the area.
And what kind of bears have we seen? Brown or black?
They're small brown bears. There are burros, donkeys. They live wild in nature. You've got your other types of cats, some of your bobcats and stuff like that, but you don't see those too often.
Yeah, and you do take some amazing photography. I think you've even seen some bald eagles up here, yes?
There is a bald eagle. There's a nest. A baby was born. It's now growing out its wings.
If somebody ever wanted to consider living on the mountain, leaving the city life, or maybe even just purchasing a mountain property for a VBRO, but wants to live up here, any insight on what that might look for them?
A lot of people do that. Now it's become even more popular given the pandemic, given the need to want to disconnect from the chaos of the city and have more freedom up in the mountains. It is great for family life. It is great for connecting with people close to you. It's extremely fun to be up here in the winter and watch the snow. My recommendation would be to look at every part of the mountain because there's gems just about everywhere.
Right, and I think one of the things that you said was said that was very important was the ability to feel free and be within nature. Just the wind alone, as I'm hearing the birds chirp and then the sunlight's coming through the trees and the wind, it's like you're in your own like daily meditation up here.
You know, it's kind of like a Narnia, and you're able to really have those peaceful sunsets and those, again, tranquil moments of connecting with nature. And anyone who comes up and visits and wants that experiences it right away. It's that part of us that feels at home, maybe like a wild animal would feel at home in the forest. There's just a natural liking to the wild.
You were telling me a little bit about the mountain life. Describe that for me, sir.
It's very peaceful, very tranquil. It's like getting out of the ocean. At first, a lot of people come to nature to find their mind. most often only to lose their mind. You don't have the distractions like you do downhill. I don't even have cable, I don't have satellite. It's really you and the breeze and the trees and the birds. And that's extremely tranquil. But to get there, first you have to kind of learn to live with that, especially if you've been in the city with all of those distractions. It's much different in the mountains. But the tranquility, once it gets to you, once it's in your bloodstream, really pieces you out.
And speaking of a wild animal, we have a carving of a big bear here.
Yes.
Does he have a name?
Yes, it is Bearboo.
Bearboo?
Bearboo.
Bearboo in Sugarloaf.
Correct.
It's amazing. Sir, thank you for having me at your home. And yeah, I'm just in the meditative spirit here. It's just the mountain of tranquility.
Rock on.
See you later.
Thanks again for watching the Ricardo del California Show. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please subscribe and we'll see you real soon.